So if you're thinking about going to college, you might want to review your options and think about something different. Because not what it's all cracked up to be.
Lex Luthor.
What up, YouTube? This is the Black Lex Luthor coming at you face to face, or face to screen, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, what I want to talk today about is the idea of, is college still a viable option for the American citizen? We see today that college tuition is, it has skyrocketed, and a lot of degrees don't quite pay off over the long run as they used to. Now, I'm going to speak from personal experience. When I went to college, and this is back in 95, 96, back then I wanted to be a graphic designer. And that's what I got my degree in. I went through 4 years of school to be a graphic designer. But when I got out, lo and behold, it's nearly impossible to find such a job. Like, I did some freelance work, and I had some computer programs, and I was in DC at the time, but for the most part, that didn't pay off. I mean, for me, getting out $20 an hour as a freelancer was pretty decent, but it wasn't sustainable because the work fluctuated, and of course I wasn't that good. So what ended up happening is I had to take a lot of menial jobs that were $10 an hour, not being able to pay back student loans, and deferring shit, forbearance this, and it became a nightmare. It's not something that you want to go through. You don't want to put yourself through something like that. If you want to go to college, when you get out of school, if you don't want to go to the military, if you don't want to put yourself through 4 years of college, there are some other options. There are trades that you can get. You can become an electrician. You can drive trucks. You can become a forklift operator. You can become a plumber, carpenter. You can also learn how to do programming. There are a whole lot of language courses that you can take, and computer language courses that you can take, even on your phone. If you have an iPhone or Android phone, you can take what's called Udemy courses. Udemy is an application that offers training. It's computer-based training, video training on different subjects, and even graphic design subjects. Now, if you are thinking about becoming a graphic designer, I wouldn't suggest going to school for it. It's a waste of your time, a waste of your money. There are plenty of ways to gain this type of tutelage without having to pay all this money, take out loans and such. You can look at videos on YouTube where people that are really good show you how to draw, how to paint. You can learn much more there for almost nothing, other than paying for your internet bill. So those are viable options for you. If you want to become, if you want to be something as far as, I don't know, you can learn how to be a mechanic. Those are things that you can do. There are a whole lot of ways to make your paper. There are lots of ways to make money that don't have to involve you going to school and taking out loans and such. And this is important because in today's society, you don't have the education doesn't go as far as it used to. That degree doesn't go as far as it used to. I have 2 master's degrees and a bachelor's. My bachelor's is in fine arts, graphic design. I have an MBA and also a master's of arts in IT management. Now, those degrees, I don't even know if they're actually going to pay off for all the money that I put into it, to be perfectly honest. With various investments that I'm trying to do, maybe it's going to pay off in the greater scheme of things. But here I am. I'm almost 40 years old, and it's still going to take me a while to get all that stuff paid off. And what I'm trying to do is not make other people have to experience what I did. I'm trying to help you guys out to make the right choices, especially for young black men who see no way out of the ghetto, who are, maybe you've seen the inside of a jail and you don't want to go back. There are other ways to go about it. So if you don't want to go to college, if you being a rapper or being a basketball player, football player, those things don't pay off for the majority of people that attempt. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be that good. You're not going to be as good or good enough to play in the NFL, to play in the NBA, or even to swing a baseball bat. So you have to start thinking of different ways to be a contributing member of society. So there are tons of ways to earn your money. I urge you to look into that. I urge you to be well versed in your options. Do your research about what is available as far as trade skills, for things that you may want to do. I mean, another good thing or another idea may be you might want to be a pharmacist. Pharmacists make very good money, especially coming straight out the gate. I worked for Rite Aid as an assistant manager for several years, and them coming into the store like straight out of pharmacy school, they make about 80 grand, which is a ridiculous amount for somebody who's in their early 20s, So I urge you to, if you're thinking about college, think again. It's probably not going to pay off as much as you think it would. If I had it to do over again, I wouldn't go. Hell, I might even go to the military. I might have even gone to the military now that I think about it. But hindsight is always 2020. Well, I'm trying to get you guys to really do your research, especially if you don't have people there helping you with these type of choices. Because life is unforgiving. Like, if you don't make the right choices, you can go down a path of disaster. So be diligent in your efforts to find employment, and think about viable options as to how to get an education. Alternative methods of education work just as well. And you can be, it's a plethora of things that you could explore. So keep that in mind. I'm going to keep uploading different things each day, just trying to help people out. Tell people not to make the same mistakes I did, being a black man in America. And this is for anybody, actually. You know, even though I'm specifically targeting black men, anybody can hear this information and it will help anybody. So anyway, keep your head up, be blessed, and remember, there are good people in the world, tons of good people in the world, but it takes a whole lot more to be a great person. Peace.
Yo, and this is a Lex tip. You should pick up Deep Work, Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World by Cal Newport. I'm out.